Hi, I'm Grace, and my yarn stash has gone a little overboard lately. By some people's standards, my stash might not be very big or out of control, but by my standards, it hasn't totally exceeded my allotted space for my stash because I don't live in a very big place and I share it with Luca, so I don't want to be taking up the whole place with yarn, but it's difficult to fit everything in these bins. Also, the type of yarn that I buy now is a bit different to what it used to be, so I kind of want to reduce some bins and expand others, like my hand-dyed yarns. I am obsessed. My 100% wool yarns used to only take up one bin, but now this bin is just overflowing, and the more hand-dyed yarn I buy, I just can't quite shove it in there. I also do have a teeny bit of overflow yarn sitting in a trolley on the other side of the room, and I have a little bit of yarn in my coffee table storage. So today I'm going to take you with me. We're going to empty out all of these bins. We're going to choose what we're going to keep, what we'll donate, what's not worth donating, and we're just going to do some reorganization and tidying up of things. I guess we'll just start with emptying all of the bins. This is gonna be a little bit of a nightmare. Let's get started. I do have these bins somewhat organized by fiber or by color. Things like this box has my sparkly, shiny yarns. This box has my pink and red chenille yarns. And then I have a bin for my 100% wool and a bin for my 100% cotton. So they are somewhat organized, but as you might notice, there's some overflow into each of my nicely organized bins. So that's what I'm really trying to sort of fix here. Wow, this looks fucking crazy. This is gonna be a lot of work. I do have a couple of goals here. So I do want to expand my wool collection to 2 bins instead of just the 1. I also want to get rid of any cross-contamination, I guess you could say, of different types of yarns infiltrating the wrong bins, like this fuzzy yarn that's in my shiny yarn box. I was gonna empty out all of my yarn onto the floor because I thought it would look really cool, but I am a little scared. And it is somewhat organized. Oh my god. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna start emptying out bins onto the floor. Pippin's very interested in what's going on. To say I am terrified is an understatement. I've never actually poured out all of my yarn into a single lump before. Usually when I organize my yarn, I'll go through each bin and tip it out and organize it, but then I'm not really viewing the stash as a whole. I'm just like, oh, this bin went down a little bit, so that's fine. But I think this will help make broader decisions about my stash, so hopefully this was not a horrible idea. Okay, so first we're going to start off with sort of like a keep and a donate pile, and then I'm probably going to organize by fiber, then by color, weight, things like that. I think I'm going to chuck all my scraps into one bin. This is glow yarn, which I think is pretty cool. I think I'm going to keep that. I have like 5 of these Lion Brand landscape skeins that I originally wanted to make a jumper out of, but I don't really want a jumper in this color anymore. I could do a blanket. I might keep it to do a blanket. If I don't use it in like 6 months, I'll get rid of it. Oh my god, I've had this glittery, sparkly sequin yarn for years, and I still don't know what to do with it. So it's so pretty. It looks so magical, but oh my god, I don't want to get rid of it. I'll put it. Okay, I'm gonna have a maybe pile. I know that's such a cop out, but I am gonna have a maybe pile. I have these two glittery skeins that are very pretty, and I did barely use them to make a couple of hand warmers, but I'm not so big on this yarn, so maybe we can get rid of that. Definitely keeping all of my Malbrigo Rios yarn. It's so pretty and very high quality. Anything Malbrigo or Fiori, I'm definitely keeping. This is some leftover Wool Ease Thick and Quick yarn. I honestly don't know what to do with this, so I kind of want to get rid of it. I'll put it in the scraps bin for now, but I don't really want it. Obviously, I'm keeping all my magical, stunning hand-dyed yarns. Oh my god, look at these! Can you even see that? They're stunning. 100% keeping these, obviously. And that. We're getting some places, I guess. So far, I've kept majority of things. But that was because all my beautiful hand-dyed wool was at the top. So give me a moment here. There's even a whip in here that I started ages ago. And I don't really want to finish it. I might frog this and repurpose the yarn or get rid of the yarn. You know what? I'm going to get rid of it. Yeah, I have these leftovers from those Christmas stockings I made for my family last year. And this is a really fancy yarn, so I don't really want to be getting rid of it. I just don't know if I'm going to be making another stocking anytime soon. Oh well. I'm going to keep these glitter threads because they're really pretty, held double with certain yarns. So yeah, definitely keeping those. I bought this yarn. What is this? Oh god, I can't even pronounce this brand. Skackenmeyer? Skackenmeyer? No idea. Fashion Corsica yarn. And it's very, very pretty. It's so soft and so pretty. But I just got no idea what to do with it. So I might put that in the maybe bin. I'm just gonna have to let go of some things. I have like a million teeny tiny balls of this Lily Sugar and Cream yarn because I had used it to make a top, but I didn't like the top, so I unwound it and put it back into cakes, but now it's just all separate balls of yarn. I do like these colors, but I don't really wear it very much, so unless I make something that I'm gonna sell, I don't really want it. I might put it in the maybe pile. I've got these little baby furry yarns, which I don't use very often, but I do like to use them to add little fur trims to things, so I think I'm going to keep them for now. These are all leftover Karen Halo Cake ombre yarns that I used to make a jumper at the beginning of the year, and I don't think I'm really going to use this, so bye. I am keeping these Halo Cakes because I do have a project in mind. I have a whole bunch of these faux fur yarns, and I think they're really cool, but I have no idea what I want to make with them anymore. I used to use them to make furry plushies and things, but oh god, it's just such a nightmare to work with for plushies. I thought about making furry bucket hats, which I still think would be a pretty cool idea. So maybe I'll put them in the maybe pile and we can do a video working through some of my yarn that I want to destash. Let's see. Yeah, these furry yarns are very different. This is the Premier very plush big yarn. This one. I bought it when it was first released because I thought it was so cool, but what am I going to do with this stuff? I thought I was going to make plushies. Like, I thought about making a Cookie Monster plushie, which sounds really cool, but I don't know if I'm ever gonna do that. I'm gonna put them in the maybe pile. Someone else will have a field day with that, right? Okay, I found my first chunky chenille yarn. It hurts my hands to work with this, so I'm thinking I'll just get rid of it. Keeping this Lion brand Feels Like Bliss yarn because it just came out and I really have been wanting to try it. It's so soft and I do have a project in mind for it. I do really want to keep all of my chenille yarns for plushies. I still love making plushies and I love all the colors I have. I mean, I might not keep all of it. There are some colors that I might get rid of, but I think majority of this is going to stay. Getting through it. The thing is, I kind of have to do all of this in one sitting because this is my, a shared space. I can't just lock it away in another room and come back tomorrow, so this yarn is pretty funky looking, which is why I bought it, but I've never touched it and I have no idea what to do with it, so this is a lesson to me. I need to stop buying yarn just because it looks cool. I think most of my cotton yarn is going to stay as well. I am liking the Lily Sugar and Cream, and then I have this Lion brand 24/7 worsted weight cotton, which I mostly like. Maybe I don't like it that much. You know what? That one's a 50-50. I'm going to put it in the maybe pile, wherever that went. I think my maybe pile turned into the reject pile, so now I need a new maybe pile. Yeah, that can be my maybe pile. Definitely keeping my Lily Sugar and Cream and my Fiddlesticks Finch. Yeah, because they're pretty cool. This is Premier Yarn's chenille yarn, but you can kind of see it has these like speckly colors in it, which originally I thought was really cool, but it's kind of annoying to work with, and I don't really like it on this green color, so she can go. I need to let the pins and needles subside. Oh my god. Yay! Alright, this is going to be the biggest debate of my life, is do I get rid of the Red Heart acrylic? Jeez, I do have quite a lot of this yarn. Is that all of it? You know what? Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. Okay, I'm not including this as my Red Heart acrylic because I do really want to try this yarn, so keeping that for sure. But these I had bought to make fake flowers out of. And yeah, it was really fun. I really liked the outcome of those, but I don't really want to make them again. So I don't know if I need this. Oh gosh. It's so hard to get rid of stuff. Because what if I want it later? My gosh, I need to mull this one over. And same with this is also Red Heart. This is scrap. I think that's all my Red Heart. Nope, never mind. There's more. Yeah, I don't know. There is a place for acrylic yarn in my life. I just don't know if I really need this acrylic yarn. I'm going to put it in the maybe. This is also yarn that I am really unsure about keeping or getting rid of. It's Bernat Softy cotton yarn, and it is really soft and it's really nice yarn, and they used to sell it at Big W, but they don't sell it anymore. So I don't know if I want to get rid of it, but I never use it. I mean, I did use it to make a checkered skirt, which turned out good, but maybe I don't really see myself using this. Yeah, I think this can go. This pile is sort of my nicer acrylic yarns. Pretty much all of it is Lion Brand Basic Stitch anti-pilling yarn, except for this one, which is a Fiddlesticks anti-pilling yarn. So it's like nicer acrylic. So I do kind of want to keep those. What do you think?
Oh, I think you're doing good. I think this is good for you.
Oh god. Sure. If only you were seeing what I'm seeing. You know what? I used this to make a plush once, and it was really annoying to work with, and the quality, I don't know. Yeah, I might just get rid of that. Someone else will be happy to see it. Oh my god, I'm actually getting rid of yarn. I really didn't think I would get rid of very much yarn. Everything is back into bins. Ironically, you know, we dumped everything out just to put it all back in, but such is the cycle of organization. These two bins, I know it seems like a cop out, it's only two bins, but these two are my definitely getting rid of bins. And then these two are my maybe getting rid of bins, but I kind of want to keep some of it. This one has all of my scraps, which I have no idea what I'm going to do with it. Some of it is really nice yarn, like proper wool hand dyed yarn, so I don't want to get rid of it just because it's scraps. So we'll look at that later and figure it out. Don't shame me, but I'm keeping all of this. Ah, it can't even be contained. This is all what I'm keeping, which looks insane, but I promise it's not that bad. It's just, I can't get rid of all this. This is so beautiful and I will use it. I used to sell plushies, which is why I have so much chenille yarn. And I still love making plushies, and I've been getting back into it recently, so I really don't want to get rid of it if I'm going to start selling plushies again or just generally making plushies. So keeping pretty much all of my chenille yarn. I did get rid of some though. I did get rid of some. So be proud. Alright, so now what I want to do is make some solid decisions with my maybe yarns. And lucky for me, unlucky for him, Luca is home. So I'm going to get his input on some of these decisions because I can't think for myself. I'm going to like hold up some shit. I will give you my justification for keeping it and getting rid of it, and then you say keep or get rid of it. This is all acrylic yarn, And I did keep some other acrylic yarn, but this is all the same brand of acrylic yarn, which I originally bought to make crochet flowers. You know, the bouquet I did, which I don't want to do again. That was too much work. So I don't really know what to do with the rest of this, and it's not good for clothes because it's a bit scratchy, but it is okay for hats and things. But yeah, I don't like all of the colors either.
It takes up so much space.
It really does. It really does.
Just
okay.
donate all.
I'll donate it. Oh god. Okay. That's the decision for the Red Heart acrylic. It's going away. This one is gonna break my heart a little. This one I'm so indecisive over. I got this from that yarn store in the city, and it's shiny and pretty. That's why I bought it, but I don't really know what to do with it. And it's like a thin yarn, so like I wouldn't make clothes out of it, but I don't know what else to use it for.
Keep it. It looks really nice.
I guess it doesn't take up that much space, but look how much I'm keeping. Okay. These are really thin cotton yarns. They're nice. I bought them from the yarn store in the city. But again, they're so thin. I bought them literally just to make a couple of bookmarks for Kutcha for Christmas. And then I've never really touched them since. Yeah, alright. All of this is the same brand of cotton yarn.
Yeah.
And some of it I had bought with a specific project in mind that I'm probably never going to get around to doing. But they're actually like kind of nice. I don't know, I'm really torn about keeping them versus getting rid of them. Like, I like the colors a lot, but it's kind of thinner than what I thought it would be. And it's kind of another thing where it's like I don't know what to do with it. Like, it's not stiff enough for a hat or a bag, but it's a little too stiff to make clothes.
Got it?
This much.
Yeah, donate it.
Oh my god. So I might keep the white one because that's good for face details on plushies. But yeah, and I might keep the brown one because I have gone and used that. But the rest, I suppose I'll get rid of. Alright, this is the last round of keep or donate. All of my faux fur yarns, which I bought ages ago in like 2021 at Big W, and they don't sell this anymore. But
if they don't sell it, keep it.
Oh, it doesn't matter. You can buy faux fur yarn online. But I originally bought it to make fluffy plushies, but it's actually horrible to work with for plushies. Okay. I was going to donate it, but then I had the idea a while ago of making furry bucket hats.
Okay, if you use that and the idea goes forward, you realize it's shit to work with it, then donate it. But keep it.
Yeah, maybe I'll try and make one bucket hat. And if I like it and it uses up all of the yarn, because I have 2 of each color. So if the bucket hat uses up 2 balls of the same color, then I'll keep it and make bucket hats and sell them and just never buy faux fur yarn again. Okay, I'll keep that for now. So not bad. That's 3.5, 3.25 bins going away. I'm gonna need a real big bag. Well, actually, I don't want it to be all tangled when I donate it, so I am gonna wind some of it back up.
Yeah, I think that's very nice for you.
Oh god, where am I gonna put this right now? Do we have a giant...
Oh, do we have a giant bag? No, Luca, throw that bag away. That bag is not going to be useful. But Grace, it's a big bag. You might want to use it for saying, nah. You throw it away. Okay. You can suffer those consequences. You get that right, Pip?
Yes, I regret everything.
There you go.
Oh no!
Oh no.
The instant realization. We went late night shopping last week and Luca bought some clothes and they gave him this massive paper bag to carry it all in. And he was like, oh, we should keep this bag. And it was taking up so much space. So I was just like, oh no, it's only a paper bag. Like, it'll rip so easily. What are we going to use that for? Just get rid of it. And now I regret. He was right. We should have kept it. And now I don't know where to put all my yarns to donate. It's going to take up so many bags. Oh well, I'm going to go find bags to put this yarn in. These are all the bins we're getting rid of today. Success. I just got back from a quick walk with Pippin and Luca, and we picked up some dinner, so I'm so full. This needs to get done, so I'm just going to listen to some YouTube and sort all of this stuff by fiber, by yarn weight, and then by color if I have a lot of stuff. It is later in the evening and I have sorted everything by fiber, and then I sorted all of my chenille yarns by color, and everything sort of just dumped into the bin sort of messily, and I just put them away behind me to make space because it was just all over the floor. So now this evening I'm going to take some time. I'm going to pull out each bin one by one. I'm going to wind up any loose skeins into nice little cakes so that everything will fit better into the drawers. And then I'm going to sort of organize them within the drawers so that I can see what colors I have and things like that. But yeah, let's get into some yarn winding.
Pocket, and every time he sees a balloon, he's like, "Oh, balloon! I have to pop the balloon!" Like, what is wrong with you?
It's weird.
I don't like it. But the moment
so towards the end of this
thinks about it
ta-da!
Is what you guys want. So then looking back at her and saying Pebble
has maybe ruined other family events or
like things that read with this kind of stuff.
We're definitely weird.
But back to
the raccoon at home in a crate or something when you need to be out without it. That said, I do love imagining a little raccoon wearing a bow tie to a fancy wedding. I wish I was a guest watching this go down.
Yeah, I go pet them for sure. Oh.
Fucking family animal trees are crazy.
Gosh, I'm just picturing Airbnb people and people that rent to, whoever. Okay.
No, it's about a dog.
Be
Box
you
number
and I
2.
focused on hold the video. Let's see what he's doing right now.
Someone would.
Yeah.
There is the flowers and who's on
I
that
agree.
page.
Well, and him as well, where you find someone that is able to take their focus up. Okay, if you can't celebrate, you know what you're signing up for, yes, and also when you're going to think about proposing, you can't propose with the hope for change. You're signing up and thinking, well, okay, I'm gonna have a threshold to go leave someone sitting at a table by themselves, especially if I'm thinking.
It's the next day, and you would have seen yesterday I wound up all of my loose yarn. I sorted everything out in a color arrangement so that I can see everything in the boxes. So everything is done now. I managed to get it all done in the one afternoon, which is brilliant. I did stay up till 11 o'clock at night to do it, but let's not talk about that. And this is all the yarn I am donating. Not bad, right? Not bad. All of that is leaving my stash. So I'm really happy about that. I'm really happy it'll be going to somewhere where it will be valued more than it is here. I was also really unsure what to do with my scraps. I had about a quarter of a bin filled with just yarn scraps from old projects and things, and I obviously didn't really want all of it, and it was all different fibers, different weights, different colors, so I didn't really want to do a scrappy project with it. It just seemed like a lot of work, so I was doing some research and found that the donation facility that I'm taking all of this yarn to, they also send anything that they can't resell to the appropriate recycling facilities. So if they don't want the yarn scraps, if they don't keep a scrap bin or anything like that, which is fair, they can take it to a recycling facility. So I'm going to ask them about that. I did go through and keep any scraps that I really liked, such as my nice hand-dyed wool. I don't know what I'll do with it, but I didn't have the heart to get rid of like 20 grams of a nice high quality wool. It doesn't really look much different from the outside, but it's the inside that counts. And the inside of all my bins look fantastic. They're all organized by fiber, by color, by weight. So I'm going to show you that right now. Don't look at my dusty shelf. Okay, we're going to start from this side and move down the line. So I've got my pink, red, and purple chenilles. It kind of looks a little messy, but it's okay. I've got my majestic, locally hand-dyed wools. All of this is wool dyed in Australia. I've got my specialty yarns, so anything glittery, fuzzy, or glow-in-the-dark goes in this bin. Then I have my velvet yarns, which were sitting in a trolley on the other side of the room, but now I have a whole free bin just for that, which I don't have much, which is great because I actually don't want my velvet yarn. I want to use it up and never buy it again. So it's sitting in there until I finish it, and then it'll be an empty bin. Here I've got my yellow, brown, and orange chenille yarn. And then I have the first empty, nothing. I have a whole cube empty for me to fill with whatever hopes and dreams I have. Okay, so this drawer is my hand-dyed wool that's not from Australia. It has all of my wool, basically, the rest of my wool. Underneath this bin, I have my neutral black, gray, and white chenille yarns. And then here I've got my blue and green chenille yarns. And here is all of my acrylic, which I'm really glad about. I didn't want any more acrylic than one bin full, so I'm glad I was able to narrow down my acrylic stash. This is all 100% cotton. This bin was overflowing and it was leaking into other bins that I have, so now it doesn't even fill up an entire bin. And then we finish it all up with another empty freaking bin. Empty bin. And that is everything. I am gonna go with Luca now to take those bags to the donation facility. And yeah, thank you for coming on this journey with me to organize all of my yarn. I have never dumped all of my yarn out on the floor like that. It was crazy to see my whole stash yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I hope you found it satisfying. Maybe you found some inspiration to organize your own stash. Let me know if you did. Let me know if you watched this while doing chores, organizing, cleaning. But that's all I've got for this week. So I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye!